Now, inspecting containers. So there is a Docker inspect command, and this is after lunch, so this may be a little bit of a rich output, but if I do like Docker inspect TikTok, I get pages and pages and pages of JSON. So I could parse that. I don't really recommend that you, sorry, let me rephrase. Sometimes you want to extract some information from that, like when was that container created? Let's have a look. Well, there appears to be something at the very beginning here. So one option would be, I'm going to grep created. You could do that, but please do not, because Bash is an amazing tool, but it's highly questionable whether you want to use it to parse JSON. There are some people who wrote complete JSON parsers in Bash, but there are better ways to do that. If you need to get access to some of this information for scripting, reporting, or anything, then you have multiple ways to do that. First, there is JQ. Out of curiosity, who knows about JQ? A few people. So for the rest of you, if you work with JSON, I'm going to give you an amazing tool. JQ is the JSON Swiss Army knife. You can do pipe JQ dot. So dot will be the object that JQ receives on stdin. So when I do pipe JQ dot, I'm just saying take your input and I want it on the output, but with colors. So that's great. Now I can also extract things from that. So the output of Docker inspect is a list of containers, because I can inspect multiple containers. So even if I give one container ID, the output is going to be a list. So I'm going to say, hey, I want the first element on that list, and then I want the created field, and boom, now I have extracted a field from that output in a reproducible and sane way. And I have to say that it's hard to describe the joy that I experienced when the first time I did like a curl pipe JQ to extract some stuff that I got from an API, and then it's wonderful. I'm going to zoom that a little bit because I see people squinting on the back. And you can also use a -- format. So -- format is something built in the Docker CLI. You can do -- format so that it's going to be with double curly braces, and it's the same idea. Let me give a complete example. I think it will mix created. Whoops. Map has no entry for key. Oh yeah, created. Yeah. So when I give a -- format to Docker inspect, that's a template string, and then it's going to be interpolated, and the double curly braces are going to trigger like dynamic interpolation, where dot is my container object. So when I do dot created, I get the created field in that container. So that gives me the creation timestamp for my container. Okay. Parsing JSON with shell, nope. -- format, yeah, that's what we did. Right. Questions? And this will give us a nice segue into networking, because I'm going to do a little like spoiler alert. So do I have running containers? Oh yeah, I had those containers I ran a while ago. Just so that everybody is on the same page, I'm going to do docker run -dti ubuntu. So this is a container that is in the background but has a terminal and has input-output. So I'm just creating an Ubuntu container with a shell running in it, and the shell will just be sitting here doing nothing. And then I'm going to do docker inspect on that container, so CA4E whatever, and I'm going to grep for the string IP uppercase, and I'm getting a bunch of IP something. In particular, in the middle of all that, I have an IP address. That's interesting. 170.17.0.4. Yours is probably going to be .0.2. What address is this? Well, to have a hint, I'm going to run another container, and I'm going to run the same inspect command on that other container, 9f1b, and we see another IP address, so we can reasonably assume that this is the IP address of the container. Can I ping it? I can ping it, and that ping is really, really low. Even if you have, or rather, if you've never done any networking your entire life, when you have a ping which is like 0.0 something milliseconds, it's local. Or maybe if you're on a 10 gig link between two servers, perhaps you would get something that low. I'm not even 100% sure because but even on gigabit Ethernet, you would have 0 point something, but not 0.0 something.